my expectation is that we have to do really well. Galatasaray is a new club, a new team. I think we have the advantage of being a team that is playing together for over a year now. So we have to get 6 points, actually.
You bring up, because he is such an outspoken character and he demands so much from himself, as you would expect of him from not only being previous Dutch champion, but being the 18-19 eFootball.Pro runner-up with Celtic, but also representing Manchester United. You know, you kind of have to put that pressure on yourself, don't you? And he certainly shoulders the load, and it helps free up players like Ostrabuch, who are still so young and I want to say inexperienced, but he's getting it done on multiple stages. So maybe it takes the pressure off his teammates.
Maybe. 1 minute gone, and Bruno Fernandez with the free kick towards the back post, and any touch from Edison Cavani, and that was 1-0, but it's gone all the way through. And wow, that was a real moment of madness inside the 6-yard box, as the defence just seemed to part like the Sea of Moses, but nothing doing. And Galatasaray now come down the other end, and a chance for themselves to take the lead. Has it gone over the line? I think the referee's given it. It's an own goal for Phil Jones.
Well, welcome to the league, Galatasaray. Unbelievable. 3rd minute own goal. And you might say they're not deserving because it is turned into, you know, their own net by Manchester United, but you have to put the ball in these types of areas. It was a through ball that was asking questions of the defence, and as we said earlier, it doesn't matter how these go in, as long as they find the back of the net. Phil Jones, Eldridge O'Neill controlling him. That's put Manchester United on the back foot, but what a start here for Galatasaray. Welcome to the league.
Absolutely. It's down the left-hand side. And a chance here. And the referee has awarded a free kick for an offside call. Harry, take us away.
Yes. Well, interesting fact about the Galatasaray squad. 2 Greek players on the squad. Of course, Brilliant and Stavatak make them the, I believe I'm saying this correctly, the first 2 Greek competitors in the eFootball.Pro. But here come Manchester United with Mata. Greenwood into Cavani, and there is the equaliser from Ostrabuch. And you hear the sigh of relief that has undone the hard work of Galatasaray. Equaliser for Manchester United.
Yeah, well, moments earlier, Edison Cavani had a gilt-edged opportunity that he just didn't take. He couldn't get on the end of it. He was slacking in the final few seconds of the run, but on this occasion he was man on the spot to turn home. Relief for the Manchester United players there, and well, the fast start that we wanted, Harry.
Absolutely. 1-1 in 10 minutes, and I'll be surprised if that's the last goal action that we'll see, as both teams look ready to come forwards.
Fernandez out towards Mason Greenwood, and now Rashford joins the attack, but one back by Galatasaray. It's a real feisty affair here as the tackles come flying in on the halfway line. Nemanja Matic now plays a lovely clip ball out towards Mason Greenwood on this right-hand side. Flick back towards Juan Mata, now finds Rashford. This is wonderful free-flowing football from Manchester United, but Galatasaray able to smuggle it away, and just trying to stay in the game at the moment, Harry.
Just keep an eye on Ostrabuch's movements, the yellow marker for United, the young Polish representative. He's absolutely, he just seems to slip past the defence and find himself in situations that natural goal scorers in the real world of football find themselves in. He's done it time and time again. He's already opened his scoring this season in the opening 10 minutes with Cavani moments previous, so just keep an eye on him. He makes some very clever runs, and it's difficult to keep tabs on him sometimes.
Now towards the left-hand side, Marcus Rojo. Now, Juan Mata. Back to Rojo. Has support from Fernandez. Goes inside to Edison Cavani. Marcus Rashford deflected. And out for a corner. Unless he completely shanked it. It looked like a block. Ooh. Looked like that might have been all Marcus Rashford's own doing there. A poor finish in the end, but as you can see there, it is O'Neill who's leading the charge here for Manchester United. We talked about the pressure being self-put on his own shoulders, but he's living up to it at the moment. Nice interchange there from Galatasaray. Oh, it's late there from Harry Maguire, and it was from behind. The referee's coming over here. He's got a big decision to make. And he's just given a caution. A few people wanted more, but the intent was to play the ball. Up over the wall, in towards the 6-yard box. That's a wasted opportunity, that, Harry.
Yeah, just mistiming the runs from the teammates there of Mujahid, I believe, team captain of Galatasaray. And it's obviously, you could tell what they were trying to do as Mata tries to come forward, but the runs were just mistimed. And it's a nice idea, get it in the right area, then hope for a mistake. That's how they've got their first goal of the league. But, oh, nice little double touch here coming in from Gibrillion, and that's going to earn them a free kick here, Adam.
It will indeed, in a potentially dangerous position. They've already wasted one of these. Can they make this one tell? Over the wall again. Oh, it's an easy header away from Nemanja Matic. Staying strong, and 2-on-1 there as Bruno Fernandez joins in, but they managed to spin the ball around the corner and maintain the attack. Oh, he could have slipped it through there to Coyle, but just couldn't. And now it's in towards Fetahugli, but it's offside. Who have you been impressed with so far, Harry, from Galatasaray point of view?
I think Gibrillion has been really, well, to use the pun, Gibrillion. He's been absolutely, absolutely electric on the ball. I think his dribbling is very reminiscent from what I've seen so far to the likes of Alex Giardina and Palmer, who obviously we heard from a Dominator earlier, tremendous dribblers, potentially the best dribblers in the league. So maybe Gibrillion is trying to galvanise his Galatasaray squad. There's been, honestly, chances for both clubs so far. Galatasaray, they like to put the pressure in terms of putting the ball in areas rather than trying to build up play. They're just trying to force the issue a little bit, which Manchester United, if they don't clear the ball efficiently, they can maybe come unstuck here in this game one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that won't be the last time we'll be using that pun from Gibrillion.
As a long season.
David De Gea dives on the ball. That is brilliant from Gibrillion, as it's punted out towards Mason Greenwood. And he just couldn't quite keep it in play. A lot of possession here for Manchester United, but that all-important stat at the top left-hand side. Manchester United 1, Galatasaray 1. Slightly fortunate to take the lead. But since the equalizer, the Turkish side have been pretty good, Harry. They've not wilted.
They have, again, you can see by the pass percent completion, just 48% of passes completed. You can tell their idea is to just kind of get the ball up into the final third and then work from there. It doesn't matter which team touches the ball, and the longer this game goes on, the more that's going to benefit Manchester United as tired legs come into play. If you're not making runs in behind the Manchester United defence, their stamina levels are going to be tip-top, so just maybe look out for that going forward into the second half, which is rapidly approaching.
Greenwood finds Juan Mata, support from Fernandez and Nemanja Matic forward towards Marcus Rashford. They are playing the ball very, very quickly in this final third. Lovely one-touch play. And it's only for some resolute Galatasaray defending that they're not in front. As we tick towards the end of the first half, is there one last twist in the plot as we tick towards the 45? No, there isn't, as Phil Jones, who started proceedings with an unfortunate own goal, will surely now bring the first half to an end from this kick. Yes, he will. And Harry, a fairly even result so far for the performance, or do you think Manchester United have slightly shaded it?
Yeah, I think they might be more disappointed of the two clubs so far to have come in at half-time, one apiece. I know Galatasaray obviously opening the scoring, but we saw on the stats just then, they haven't actually technically had a shot, thanks to the own goal from Eldridge and Phil Jones. So we'll have to take a little listen and see what Manchester United are trying to change here.
Are they playing it now?
It's happened again, Adam. It's happened again. Every time I say it, they just stop talking.
And every time it happens, I completely silent until you have to then speak again. It's great. As Galatasaray get us underway in the second half. Will we see more fireworks here? Well, we've got a free kick. They've had a few of these opportunities that they've not really utilised. Is it third time lucky? Third time's a charm. As it's whipped in this time towards that edge of the area. And yet again, it's smashed away by Harry Maguire, who is on a yellow card. Something that Galatasaray could possibly be quite interesting to tactics on that. That's not English, but do you know what I mean, Harry? Do you think they could utilise that yellow card on Harry Maguire's point of view?
I think
they could,
maybe you target him. We saw him being the target from that free kick. Although they win the knockdown, Galatasaray, but once it bounces off Maguire, those are the types of tiny little mistakes that Galatasaray are trying to feast on. But so far it's been a bit more famine than feast for them. United playing a bit more of a typical possession attacking style of play here, and it's working out for them as they try and probe forwards.
Yeah, I'm glad you let me off the hook there, Harry, because I lined myself up for that one. That was some very interesting English language there. As Mason Greenwood has the chance to pull the trigger, he instead plays it towards Marcus Rashford, and now Mason Greenwood again. What a save from the goalkeeper.
It's okay.
Ostrovic with the chance. You hear Cam saying it's okay. But they need some of these to go in at some point just to take the pressure off and invite Galatasaray on towards them.
This has the feeling of a game where, as you said, if they could get a second goal, it could be 4 or 5, because Galatasaray at the moment are more than happy just to sit in, but now it's them who counter-attack down this left-hand side. Support in the middle. Let's run the ball out of play. They'll be happy, though, so far, Galatasaray, Harry.
Well, obviously happy the scoreline is still 1-1. They had a chance to break just then, but still waiting for their first official shot on goal, I do believe. Unfortunate, because you have two different runners if you're in there for Galatasaray, and you're not quite sure which one of the two players you're controlling is locked onto the ball, and you're almost hesitant to move in a different direction just in case it's you that's locked onto it and you end up fluffing up the chance. So tactical changes to be made here for both teams. I believe we're seeing some personnel. Odion Igalo, the likes of Martial no doubt coming on as well. For Manchester United, we'll see what Galatasaray have in response.
Absolutely. And we're ticking into that all-important last third of the match as Igalo comes on for Edison Cavani, the goal scorer. Are you surprised by that, Harry?
Not surprised at all. I think at this stage of the game, you need those fresh legs up top, don't you, when Galatasaray are trying to force the ball. I keep using the term force the ball. It's just the style of football they're playing, get it into dangerous areas and then work from there. When you are playing against a team in eFootball PES, as Mujahid here is having some fun with the throw in, it can be prevalent for you to attack on the counter, and obviously to do that effectively you need those fresh legs, you need that bit of injection of pace. So that's why Martial here on the ball has been brought into the fray, and of course Odion Igalo as well.
Yeah, he's been brought into the fray fresh, Anthony Martial, but it was a tired pass there as the ball gets played on the counter-attack through, but David Gea rushes off his line and whacked downfield up towards Marcus Rashford, who now stands as the spearhead of the Manchester United attack. As Igalo looks to drop out to this left-hand side, but gets it back off Juan Mata, straight into the action. Igalo, it ricochets, Anthony Martial, and somehow it's got the wrong side of the...
You can hear the frustration from Cams. That's the second chance this game. Yeah, there's a bit of pressure on him, but he's right on the penalty spot. If you get it on target, maybe... Well, I mean, maybe the goalkeeper doesn't even get to have a touch on the ball there. So a couple of chances frustrating Cams here, and the more that goes on, you can see, or hear, I should say, him saying, we can score. Yeah, it did, just about, but it needs to be in between those uprights, otherwise, well, they don't count, Adam. I don't know if you've noticed, they don't count unless they enter the back of the net. That is how it works, yeah.
I thought if you hit the woodwork, it's a goal.
That's not how it works.
So,
sometimes it does. Depends if it's over the line is the main thing.
Okay. 25 minutes plus stoppage time remaining, there or thereabouts, and I mean, it's real stick or twist moment for Galatasaray, because they've been more than happy just to sit in there, soak up possession, a little bit of hope every now and again when Manchester United get a chance, but they've not really given too much of an attacking presence in this game. Are they going to change that now? Are they going to go, you know what, we've got this far, let's try and go for the win now? Or do you think they're going to go, no, more than happy, let's try and just limit Manchester United?
Well, you can see formation-wise, they're going almost like for United. I would. Oh, they are actually in near enough the exact same formation. So just look out on that right-hand side for Galatasaray and Manchester United. That's where the focal point of these counter-attacks and attacking opportunities are going to fall. I would expect them to maybe just turtle up a little bit and play defensively. And then again, if you can feed off those scraps in the final third, then maybe you can steal an 80th, 90th minute winner, as we so often see. They're coming forward now. We'll see what they can work with the ball. Unfortunately, once again, it's just a little bit lackluster from Galatasaray.
Sekadika coming on for Galatasaray, and Jesse Lingard coming on for Manchester United, as straight into the action, yanking one of the Turkish players down there. The referee plays on. He doesn't see anything wrong with that at all. And you mentioned down that right-hand side, of course, Anthony Martial was brought on in that position, and he was instrumental in the last big chance that Manchester United had, kissing the post, as we said. There's now the substitute combined here, but hacked away. And now Rashford finds that man we were talking about. Anthony Martial spins away from the challenge. Support from Igalo, and Rashford, he's got numbers over the back post. He can't get the ball through, but it's broken back to him now. It's Marcus Rashford, surely for the winner.
Come on.
And I think it was Cams. O'Neill also celebrating, and the usual calm and composed Ostojic joins the trio there. Never much emotion on that man's face, but inside they must be burning, Harry, because that is a real stroke of luck that they got that.
Yeah, a bit of heartbreak here for Galatasaray. They've defended so well up until this point. It's Eldridge who has found himself controlling Rashford in so much space. And it's a good thing for United. If they didn't score that goal, you heard on the team communication, Cam's calling for the pass to Igalo, and the goal scorer Eldridge decided to go it alone with Martial. And that's a bit of relief you feel in the reaction from the Manchester club there.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on Marcus Rashford's shoulders there, because if he wasn't able to tuck it away, Igalo was going to be tapping him on the shoulder as they trudge back towards the halfway line, saying, excuse me, should have crossed that. But it was a good finish in the end. Keep fighting, words from Cam there, be strong. You know, these are the sorts of moments that can make or break seasons, can't they, Harry, with 8 minutes to go?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you never get these games back, and you don't get a second chance at these points. So if you hold these 3 points now in this first game, you can then build upon that in the second, of course. But important not to concede another one.
Rashford back to Igalo. good challenge away. Time running out here for Galatasaray, who have offered very little in the final third. But they are on the score sheet and they are praying for one last chance to snatch an unlikely equalizer, you'd have to say, on the day, because as far as my eyes see, and they're usually wrong, but as far as my eyes see, Manchester United have earned this 3 points if they're able to get it.
Fight.
Last chance saloon here for Galatasaray, turned towards Turan. Phil Jones, after scoring an own goal, looked a little bit suspect there. The referee brought the game to an end, and it's finished. Manchester United 2, Galatasaray 1, and the Marcus Rashford 85th minute winner made all the difference after a dreadful start, and the own goal from Phil Jones. Harry, a just reward there.
Yeah, look at that. No shots on target, no shots period for Galatasaray in the opening 90 minutes. So if you're Manchester United and you lose that game, or even if you drop points, you're probably a little bit frustrated at your performance. So really important that Rashford goal goes in. But I still feel maybe a bit of frustration from Manchester United, because you can tell how close that game was. It essentially took a bit of a mistake from Galatasaray, a lucky bounce, so to speak, to allow that Eldridge goal to happen in the 78th minute. So very important that you start strong in this second game if you're Manchester United. Just settle those nerves down a little bit. Of course, you're a bit disappointed how that first game went, but the important thing is 3 points on the table already. A great start.
So we saw Schalke 04 suffer in the first game in their tie with Arsenal, and came out in the second game. A completely different team, Harry. Do you think we may see something like that from Galatasaray? Can they turn this around? Have you seen enough there to maybe switch tactics and go on the front foot against a pretty potent Manchester United team?
It depends really how they respond from seeing that final statistic. You know, the no shots at all throughout the 90 minutes against a team like Manchester United, who are so strong and have so many weapons at their disposal. It honestly depends on the response. You know, do you maybe play a bit more attacking? Do you just keep playing the same way? What adjustments do you make? There's a lot of questions that go into asking the question of whether or not I've seen enough. So far, I don't think I've seen enough in terms of attacking opportunities from open play, but it's a fresh 90 minutes. There's a fresh set of players to be used. Stamina obviously is regained now in this second game as well, so maybe some more opportunities to get some more chances from open play. Well, it's going to be quite easy to get more chances from open play than zero, Adam, but hopefully we can see at least one from Galatasaray in game 2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can't get minus figures in attempts on goal, but you never know. You never know. We touched on Galatasaray, Harry. Manchester United, of course, last season were kind of a bit indifferent. We saw some great performances. We saw some pretty poor performances by their standards. Do you think they've been strengthened this year in the in-game sort of statistics in terms of the stat balancing, obviously, that's in play? But you've now got the likes of Edison Cavani that joins the roster, and Agallo, Rashford, Mason Greenwood, so many attacking talents. Do you think they could and should be up near the top?
I think so, especially when you look at how they finished off last season. Before play was suspended, Matchday 5, they went from strength to strength after that. Going on a deep run in the eFootball.Pro Cup, putting up some really respectable performances there. They were only just really hitting their stride until obviously before the start of this eFootball.Pro season. They were on a team that was on the uptrend, so they want to try and ride that proverbial wave. I think to answer your question, yes, they have a lot of weapons in game that they can use. The likes of Cavani, like you said, who they've decided to use as their designated striker. They have the likes of Van der Beek as well, arriving, who can be a really solid option in the midfield to shore up a game when you are maybe coming under a bit of pressure. So I think, yeah, based on the players you have at your disposal, as well as the players holding the controllers for Manchester United, I think you should be towards the top half of this season, maybe even threatening the big three, as it were, the top three of Monaco, Bayern Munich and Juventus.
Yeah, you mentioned the uptake in form in the Project Restart, you could say, for eFootball.Pro last season, and it almost mirrored the upturn in form in the Manchester United Premier League as well, didn't it? In terms of the, getting into the third in the league, and so that's quite a good double act from the virtual and reality teams. As Cole has the chance here for Galatasaray. I'm sure Juan Mata on the end of that wall won't be fancying this one. It's up over Juan Mata and pushed down by David De Gea in the end, no problems.
Well, there you go. It's Galatasaray's first shot in the eFootball.Pro. He would have liked to have seen that one curl into the top corner, I'm sure, but still, it's a shot on target. It's a shot nonetheless, and you now have a chance as there is Cam's completely shoved off the ball to maybe get one from open play.
Well, they've got another chance here down the right-hand side. Great defending from Phil Jones, but we question their intent in this second game and how they would approach it. Would they go a la Schalke 04? And that's exactly what they're doing. They're going for the jugular here as Etibo plays it to Fernandez, but one back by Bruno Fernandez, and now Marcus Rashford has support from Mason Greenwood. Edison Cavani joining the fray as well on the edge of the box, if he can find one of the players in white and black, as Bruno Fernandez goes all the way, saved by the goalkeeper's feet, still in the danger area. Can somebody turn it home? Great block in the end by Bayram, and hacked away. And that was the first real chance there for Manchester United, and almost as if response to Galatasaray's foray forwards. Now Juan Mata plays into Bruno Fernandez. It's off the foot of the post, and it looked like it was going to be an own goal, but it came back out, turned home by Bruno Fernandez, and it's Manchester United 1, Galatasaray 0. A shade of bad fortune there, Harry, or just good intuition from Fernandez.
Great intuition, I think, from Eldridge to follow this one into the goal. We heard almost some very choice words from Cam's, and I understand why. He had Osterbuch ready to just square the ball to him for a surefire goal moments previous, but yeah, that's so unfortunate. You see Cam's in the middle there just steadying himself. And a nice smile from Eldridge.
Pretty sure he apologised
as he scores his goal. Yeah, he apologised to his desk for almost putting his controller into it. But a really good bit of intuition. Unfortunate if you're Galatasaray, of course, that that ball ricochets back off the post and into the approaching Eldridge O'Neill.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate from a neutral point of view, because obviously Galatasaray looked like they were just starting to build something in this second game, but something we hadn't seen at all in that first game. How do you think they can respond to that?
I think you hear Cams there saying pressure, pressure, pressure. I think that Cams knows that these all three, by the way, new players to the eFootball.Pro League might be a little bit nervous here. Now that they're behind, that maybe Manchester United can start to rack up that goal difference, which, I mean, as we said previously in the show, could be the difference maker a few weeks down the stretch. Chance to put the pressure on here, though, with a free kick.
Indeed, and it's headed goalwards, and it's over the top, and they will not get many better opportunities than that, because he found himself in a pocket between the two centre-backs, and usually a man of his stature would be burying that into the back of David De Gea's net. But unfortunately, on this night, he was not brilliant.
Oh boy, it's a long season. They're actually starting to fashion some chances, though, from open play, which is much better than the kind of performance they were putting forward in game one. So there is life in Galatasaray here. I still think they could threaten as we take a look at the live league table. Manchester United here is in a very dangerous area, but Osterbuch back on the cover. As it stands, United would be top of the league, above AS Monaco and above everyone else, of course. And what a story that would be if they can hold on to this 1-goal advantage.
Well, Eldridge O'Neill did say nothing but 6 points will do from today. We've heard him say that a lot last season as well, to be honest, and it didn't quite happen on some occasions, certainly in the league form. But that is the way things are going at the moment, and they could add to their tally as Edison Cavani finds Rashford. He's got support from Fernandez again. A few shouts from, I think, Cams and Eldridge combined as well, because that was another chance there. Just couldn't quite pop off the pass quick enough, but they've got a free kick in a very dangerous position. We've seen these opportunities being utilised very well so far today from a lot of the clubs. Can Manchester United do the same? It's going to be Nemanja Matic towards Marcus Rashford, flicks down towards Mason Greenwood, tries to reverse pass, it's ricocheted back through to Marcus Rashford, and almost a chance to get the shot away, but now Galatasaray can counter. Belhanda challenged by Mata on the halfway line. Harry, that was a very cynical challenge.
Cynical. It breaks up the counter-attack, though, gets the job done from Cams. You can see there 3 fouls from Manchester United so far. Some really solid defensive performances from Mujahid so far. The captain, of course, of the Turkish giants, Galatasaray. He's going to need some more of that in the remaining 60 or so minutes here in Game 2 to give Galatasaray a chance, because so far it's been mostly one-way traffic. We have seen the odd chance from Galatasaray, but Manchester United, I think, maybe smell blood, and we could see maybe more chances go their way before half-time approaches.
Indeed, they do sense a chance here, and they may just go on the stab attack. I've got many more of these, Harry, don't you worry about it. As Mata plays it off towards Matic.
I'm going to give you a Mucha hit in a minute.
I mean, that's pretty special, as David De Gea plays it up towards Juan Mata. And now Mason Greenwood, of course, being controlled by that man at the bottom right-hand screen. Osterbuch, probably the most calm and composed out of the trio. Cams and Eldridge, not known for that. They're much more exuberant in their game styles, as Fernandez finds Nemanja Matic. This is really good, patient play from Manchester United. Now it's out towards Edison Cavani. That's going to go all the way out of play as we tick into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Again, Harry, I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked you in the first game. Have we seen enough from Galatasaray?
Much better in this second game than the first. I'm still not sure that we've seen enough. Again, defensively, they've been very stubborn. Mujahid with some good displays, but it's just in areas like this where Manchester United have so many players rushing back towards their own goal. That's where the pass needs to be succinct. It needs to be on a plate. And they're just missing that little bit of brilliance right now on the pitch, it has to be said. Manchester United, though, controlling the game in the midfield very, very well. Galatasaray with a rare period of possession. I'm going to be honest, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of United so far. I mean, half-time approaching against teams that aren't as stubborn and are more willing to come forward, like Barcelona, like AS Roma, that they will play obviously on later match days. This type of controlling game from Manchester United will do them absolutely brilliantly, and it's encouraging signs if you are a Manchester United fan. But unfortunately for their efforts and all their control, just the one goal, and it is something that maybe we could focus on going forwards. Maybe their woes in front of goal, but I'm sure the points are the only thing they care about right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a plain sailing if you're a Manchester United fan so far. Already got 3 points on the board, and you're 45 minutes away from a full 6-pointer, 100%. And really, we've not seen enough from Galatasaray, in my opinion, to suggest otherwise at this moment in time. We need to see some changes in this second half, because we don't want to start a eFootball.Pro season with no points, do we, Harry?
It's not a great start, is it? You want to have, some kind of a foothold in the league. Obviously, getting a point on the board is always a great way to do that. So we knew Galatasaray coming into this season would be massive underdogs. It's a tough first fixture for them, and stylistically it's not been great. But there is still 45 minutes to play. We can't count them out just yet because, as we know in PES, anything can happen. The more that clock drains towards the 90th minute, the more we could see some real excitement.
Indeed, and we also know that even at this level, some of the greatest players sometimes have a momentary lapse. They switch off, make a mistake, allow a run, allow a pass, and of course, some of these players, of course, are the greatest in the world. So they will take more than they will miss in terms of opportunities if given them, if gifted them at this holiday season time of the year as the ball gets played out of play. And it's going to be a corner for Galatasaray. They have threatened from set pieces. Dangerous in the air, in towards the near post. Oh, and that's exactly what can happen when you stay in a football match. Just the one goal in it after a period of domination in that first half for Manchester United. Galatasaray have come out, they've got themselves a set piece, they've thrown the ball in towards the near post. And what did we say? Moments of complacency, moments of switching off, and I believe we've got an own goal there from Marcus Rojo by the looks of things.
I was going to say, it happened so quickly. It was fired and drilled in so aggressively. I'm not sure who got the final touch. And once again, it's an own goal for Manchester United. Nothing really you can do about that. You can't fault Cams, Osterbuch, Eldridge. You can't fault any of them. There's nothing you can do about a ball that is whipped in at that kind of pace and ferocity. So back to square one for Manchester United.
That's a brilliant set piece, fired in towards that near post, and Marcus Rojo knew that he had Galatasaray players lurking behind him in the 6-yard box and had to take action. But unfortunately, there was so much ferocity on the cross, it just flew into the back of the onion bag. And believe it or not, it's the second time in as many matches that Manchester United have conceded an own goal. Can they respond? Juan Mata.
Yeah.
It's got support from Marcus Rashford. The offside flag may go up here. Yes, it does.
Subs. Can you hear me?
Right. Sounds like there's going to be possibly some substitutions.
Yeah, just signalling to our referees here, of course, that they want to make some tactical changes. And it's almost as if Galatasaray here are in the ascendancy. Let's have a little listen to Manchester United, and hopefully they don't stop talking when I do.
Dingue ce jeu. Allez, 30 minutes.
So it sounded like Manchester United, Cams were saying he needed to change something. They're looking to possibly utilise the right-hand side again. And of course, from Galatasaray, it was a simple message. 30 minutes, go, as far as I'm aware.
I think that message was from Cams. I heard him saying, Ali. It's time to go. Because 30 minutes is a lot of time in PES. Of course, there's still time for late goals, late drama. But Galatasaray haven't changed their formation too much. And there's a chance here for them as it maybe bounces through to Brilliant. That was very, very scary. Manchester United here living on the edge.
Well, they're all at sea at the moment. Every time Galatasaray get the ball, Manchester United are their own worst enemies, giving the ball away in dangerous positions, misplaced passes, not tracking runners. They have brought on a Gallo, though, for Cavani. It seems to be a normal change they keep doing, and it's almost paid off again. It's that manual goalkeeping again as Martial tries to go with the unnatural far post finish and go back towards the near post, and it was almost read by the goalkeeper there. Brilliant save. Corner to be taken by Juan Mata, who is on a yellow card. Walks in towards that near post again. Oh, tipped over the top. He did just about enough in the end. Looking to respond to a real moment of uncertainty in the Manchester United ranks as they get another corner, piling on the set-piece pressure here.
Let me Rashford.
He thinks he's going to go past this time, I believe. Rashford. Hacked away. Juan Mata can't keep it in. This has been a good response here from United after a big period of uncertainty at the start of the second half. Martial giving it away. Chance to counter here for Galatasaray. And this game is really starting to play into their hands. Atiba just needed to continue his run. He had to check. Now he plays it out towards the left-hand side. He's into the area. Oh, he's been pushed off the ball by Mengi. Referee says nothing. Arda Turan, usually such a great instigator of attacking plays, is headed away, I think, by Harry Maguire. Now Martial on the right-hand side. One back by Galatasaray. This game could go either way, couldn't it, Harry?
Yeah, it could. Ostrovic with a gilt-edged chance with Martial. Misses it. Nothing comes of the two resulting corners, but then makes a big clearance up the other end to make up for it, did Ostrovic. So open in this final 15 minutes. This is what we wanted to see out of these two ginormous clubs.
They've been unshackled out of their shell. Galatasaray, the Turkish giants, joining the competition for the first time. And they're giving a very good account of themselves in this second half, this second match. If only we'd seen this from the beginning. But of course, we said the same with Schalke 04, and they ended with 3 points on the board. Happy as Larry, and if these next 10 minutes go their way, they could be joining them, which would be a real turn of events as Juan Mata plays it in towards Igalo. Got to be careful at the other end, though, and stay solid. But they're definitely more of an attacking threat in this second period. Arda Turan checks his run, stays solid in the heart of that midfield. But Mata now finds Anthony Martial. Good challenge. It's all got very scrappy now, Harry.
Yeah, you can hear Cam saying subs. Time to make some more personnel changes, bring on some fresh legs. They can tell Galatasaray maybe are here for the taking, and I would be surprised if we don't see Galatasaray maybe bring on some subs as well, if they even have any left. I don't think they do. So it's just about
surely
trying
no one
to
wants
find
to lose it here.
Oh, absolutely not. It would be absolute heartbreak for both of these clubs to lose it from this position. But, well, Galatasaray, they might just fancy a last-minute winner.
What would you do, Harry, in this situation? Would you go for the winner and put 3 points on the board, or would you consolidate and be happy with one?
It depends. If I'm Manchester United, I'll go for it. I mean, if you have aspirations of winning the league and you want to be up towards the top end of the season, you can't really afford to drop points in these type of fixtures. If you're Galatasaray, maybe you take the point here. I mean, Manchester United, a strong team. We expect them to be towards the top end, as we said. And the word is, keep fighting.
Only the good decisions. It's better to have one attack good built than two attacks. Okay.
Well, I think the gist of that from Cams was, let's not rush it and let's make the one or so attack count. And Martial now plays it in. And Matic recycles possession. Given away again. And it's looking like we're heading for a second match stalemate here, unless we're going to be graced with some last-minute drama. Bruno Fernandez, we know some of these players can produce. Jesse Lingard this time dispossessed, and now a chance for Galatasaray to counter. Caglian has Arda Turan and Diak in support. Hacked down there. Surely a caution. Yeah, Nemanja Matic goes into the book. And these are moments that these Galatasaray players have dreamed of. Do brilliant. Stab attack. And Muka hit. And Martial challenged.
I'm in full speed. If I do the pass, it
Added
might
on
be
time.
wrong. Come on.
Shouts of go, go, go from Cam and Co.
Take
Ryan.
1 second. 1 second.
And it has finished here.
Next match day we will play against Celtic. Celtic got 0 points against Monaco, and they deserved actually 3 or 1 point at least, because they created many chances against Monaco, and Monaco is one of the best teams. They are the reigning champions of the regular season, and I think that if we prepare well, do well, we can get 6 points against Celtic. They only got 0 points against Monaco, but Monaco is one of the best teams, and actually they deserve more against Monaco, so we will prepare against them. They normally play 4-4-2 diamond formation, and I think we should be able to get 6 points if we do well and prepare well and train hard like we did for Galatasaray. So hopefully we can get 6 points. So make sure to watch and support us, keep supporting us, we need it. We are very happy with everyone who is supporting us, and I think that with your support we can do really well this season and do even better than last season. So come on, GGMU guys, let's go.